By the way, I also apologize for the way I have recorded this, but this is old computer. Historical laptop I brought with me from Slovenia. Does not even have microphone, anything I could use to do, like a normal screen recording with Microsoft encoder or something like this. It doesn't have this feature, so this is why this is done like this. As I continue from university, and I can, let's see something. Well, the only thing I see is what most likely is renovation, blended also with the new construction. Therefore, renovation with construction. And the further I go up this hill, the more new houses, new homes are gonna pop up. Probably I would say this would be a new home. Maybe all these homes are new, I don't know. Maybe what I'm saying new would be probably from 2000 and up. And that's when Poland started to rebuild itself from 2000, from 99 and up is when things like this started to happen for Poland. Good things, basically. You have no idea in what poor shape building structures were in Poland when, in 99, what you could see, the way it looked like in Zakopane, in Nowy Targ, it did not look too damn good. Let's see this side here. We did this. I am just seeing something. This was this was the house we would get inside on this road. Basically, we would go through here before even this house was here. Okay, and probably this house, there was an old house on this side. Dog would bark and we would go here in the mornings and so on. Okay, so to speak, let's see this thing here. This is all new construction. This is all new construction as we go. And the last time when I was there, this is all 2000 and up construction. I'm not sure about this one here. Let me see. I can go just like that, but yeah, I think this is a new construction too. It's all new construction. This is the end of the street, Kushko. Let's see this thing here. Yeah, this is all, I believe this is all new construction, 2000 and up. Let's see something. You see this here now. This here, there is like many more houses when I was here. So almost none of this here was when we got to Nowy Targ. This is all new, all new. This is all new. Doesn't make sense. There is more construction already everywhere, and it's all new.
To this very square that you see right there, in the center of the town of Nowy Targ, therefore, there was a one free available internet network known as Orange. Then I'm trying to remind myself, offered as a free network. It was not free. I'm trying to, yes, Nowy Targ, like a city internet. City internet did work actually. He bothered himself with the internet issues, and that thing sometimes did work, sometimes did not. And they had this orange internet. Look, if this was not in 2005, 2006, because they did bought me back in 2010. They did bought me back in 2010 to Poland, then it was in 2010. So I'm making here another MKUltra claim that they had this internet, this free city internet already from 2010. For sure it was, if it was not already in 2005, 2006. This is one claim. Another one is they already had this, I think it was like orange, free internet. It's free, free. No, it was not free. Already people tried to connect that time to this internet network. They did not succeed. We walked back and forth this square. This staff guy wanted to get the internet somehow, internet connection, couldn't get any kebab shop. However, I might take time and go ahead and demonstrate that shop as well. Already was there and already did offer free internet connection. Look, I can just go and talk about many things that, again, nobody can say this is not true. So did I talk about all this stuff to people no. I mean, this is, I am pulling out of the memory 100% facts about MKUltra. And I could go and walk the city and I can just go and talk about things like this.
Okay, main square, Nowy Targ. In Polish, rynek, 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 rynek. This side here, the locals can tell you that no good for the internet. You're not going to get any free Wi-Fi anywhere, just as you're not going to get one here. Nothing is what's here. It's like nothing going on really, but quite the opposite of what you see here is this very corner here. This is very alive, this place here. What's going on in this place here? Okay, let's start with the city internet. It's called rynek square internet, I think. Okay, what you see here, this popular spot for young people. They would sit here and get enjoy internet, which should supposedly would be free, the city internet. We did so in 2005, 2006. If I did make a mistake in respect to years, maybe. However, I think 99% it was in 2005, 2006. They did brought me back in 2010, but to Poland. But I don't think it was in 2010. I think it was 2006, 2005. Situation was such that they did have a free internet, city internet, rynek internet, for one thing. Another one is because, how can I say? I don't know if this exactly is the situation. I'm going to play with everyone. I just know that a staff guy did a very good job because he was playing with this kind of internet issues. I did not even have Android back then. I didn't care about it. But he claimed that I will be back here and it's gonna be like this. I'm gonna be able to talk about this stuff. He did a pretty damn good job because he played with his internet issues, and the same as it was the last time when I was here in 2018. Just I returned back from Zakopane, where I did the video on Zakopane, and was about to go to report myself to police station, which I did later that day at Nowy Targ to request for political asylum. wanted to update the blogger, the situation about what's going on. And the same thing, I was without the internet. Reneg did work a little bit just to stimulate me into a search of the internet. And I ended up going exactly where, in the shoes, in the same steps as this staff guy did in 2005, 2006. One location that offers free internet is located somewhere here. This is a cafe on the first floor. Where is it? I do not know. Maybe it's here somewhere. I know you go inside and you go up the stairs, and you get to that place. Is this the name Deja Vu here? Is it not? I have no clue. I know this guy here. This is a street vendor. But this might be a commercial for, it might be here somewhere, whatever it is. In 2018 I tried. They apparently gave me a passport, but internet internet did not work, so I had to move next door. Renick internet that day did not work, and I did walk again a whole square. The only thing was, had such a funny feeling because I was here, I recognized place so much, and even the internet issue was the same as the one in 2005, 2006. What I was left with were basically two other locations. One, if I'm not mistaken, I think, see this, free internet in this restaurant, which you go inside and then you walk toward the end of the, this way, just inside the building. They offer free internet. Supposedly they did give me a internet password, but internet did not work. Now I remember the staffer who was with me, who was taking care of me, and that they told him to try the internet. The signal strength was stronger towards this way, going inside the building. I have to say that last time when I was here in 2018, I didn't want to bother with it. It didn't work, and I was not about to create some scenes, something unusual, have too many requests. I was not even a guest. Financially broken, could not afford myself not even a burger on the street or something like this. No, this is okay looking restaurant, whatever, on average. But I was lucky enough to somehow wander into this shop because people told me there's a free internet here. So this people here, Hala Handlova, I have no idea. I think is this thing here. What is it? They sell some alcohol, but I think they also sell some food, whatever. Did like kebab. I don't need, actually, Middle Eastern people, nice, very nice people. Is this a shop? Might be. I think, let me just see something here. I think it is. I think this is the one. All through this shop, I think, was also here in 2005, 2006. But they did give me off. They did offer me a free internet. I got that free internet. I did updated my blogger news site, and immediately I headed to the police station to report myself. That very same day, on the police station, situation was completely bizarre. They had people who spoke English well, but deliberately would not assist me. Police officers at the police station alone have admitted me that they were in United States of America as well, if that means something. And I think I do have actually the audio recording of admission. So quite a bizarre situation. In a way helpful actually, but in some other ways not so helpful. They were quite excited about my arrival to the police station and stuff like this. and it's not really pleasant for me to put this online. I mean, I don't want to see. I don't want the world to see the Polish police in this kind of light. It doesn't fit, you know. It doesn't fit the culture really. This is a cultured people. It's not, you know. So that much about this thing here. Let me see something else. Yes, delikatesy, jedinka delikatesy. Huh. Well, I'm not exactly precisely sure was it this one or this one that gave me the internet. In my opinion, it was this one. The thing is that I didn't have time to go over. I would have to go back and look again into it. But the account about the internet, it's quite some information. I would say risky information I have given. Again, claim one as another proof on MKUltra. I was here, and this is exactly what the situation was back then in respect to restaurants and in respect to the internet.
In respect to a canvas house right there, I believe there were two on this square, uh, each for the restaurants. Now, year, difficult to determine. Might have been 2014, might have been 2010. Just really, really risky. Anything more that I would state already that I'm saying that I'm suggesting there were two canvas houses like this on this square. That's a pretty big statement right there.
In respect to the vehicle, Audi A3 in documentary number 2, I would like to add that it might have been year 2009 or 2008 when these people have bought this vehicle. We were just coming back to Nowy Targ, so I take away that 2005, 2006. Whichever way, you will subtract 1 year to know exact production year of the car from either 2009, 2010, or 2005, 2006. And the car most likely, yeah, was imported from Germany by the local dealer and then sold in Poland, or at least paperwork was arranged or whatever was done with it. Yeah, I realize that stuff can be also done like this, but you know, if somebody's interested to help, you know, this can be a big piece of the information. That's all I'm saying. In 2015, however, the psychiatrists from Slovenia, from Ljubljana, Serbs, Zoran Muja, and several others did brought me back to the city of Novi Targ. What appeared to be first without permission and knowledge of Warsaw, later on somehow became gestured to me by the Polish people, top people who tried to help me at the beginning, that I did bad, mouthed on the internet against Serbs, against the Russians, and so on. And so the idea in 2015, when I was brought back to the Novi Targ, was to totally confuse me on issues per what was built, what and when. I will not go into issues on what exactly was built, was depicted to me in 2015 as in a Novi Targ as something that would appeal to me, that was, you know, confuse me on timing, that was built earlier, because I don't need to get into that stuff. What I did in this movie is I basically demonstrated the ability to also discern properly sequence timing. So I'm not going to push forward issues with which they tried to confuse me in 2015. 2015 in the city of the Nowy Targ. Did we actually got from Nowy Targ to the Warsaw area? I think we did, um, but it's not going to make any difference anyway because I'm not going to take chance. I'm not going to risk with the statements in this MKUltra documentary. The only thing I did was I used basically whatever related to MKUltra in earlier stages, and I would therefore not go and risk anything that would place my credentials at risk. So in 2015, Serbs attempted to retaliate for my bad mouthing on the internet, not for them not accepting responsibilities for the stuff they have done to me, but because in a parenthesis I bad mouthed. Okay, I bad mouthed because in a Russian culture it's not up to the state that would apologize for the crimes which were done against the victim, but it's up to the victim that, you know, uh, I guess the victim should be the one who should apologize for the crimes that state have done against him. And being tortured in a Russian culture uh, translates into something that when you are tortured, when you are subjected to MKUltra, it's when you should act properly. You should have a proper etiquette. You should behave properly, nicely. You should not insult people who torture you. You should be nice to them. I'm going to simplify these things for you. Okay, in Serbian they say "Srpska čast." That translates into Serbian honor. Um, I don't actually have a problem with this kind of issues. I like people that are honorable. Sounds very good, sounds nice. Well, the problem is that their honor go just as far as resentments and retaliation for the stuff they should not even have done it in the first place, if you understand me properly. They don't know what their duties are, what their responsibilities are. They only understand what other people's duties and responsibilities are. That's pretty much well explained on how they see things is and why it is the way it is in Serbia and in Russia. Why things are like that. Does not relate to Russian culture. Donald Trump, I'm just saying this because he gestured that if I mention this, then that I will go and I will prove that then I do know something little about MKUltra. Donald Trump personally suggested and insisted to me on that MKUltra because I was not going to cooperate. One of his main motto about MKUltra was it is leave him alone. If he's not going to cooperate, he's not going to come with us anymore. But it's going to be bad for him. And so I asked, why? How would that be bad for me? And he went on to suggest that everything you see, you learn now, you're going to need in the future to prove uh, you're gonna need in the future as a proof about MKUltra. So if you don't want to cooperate, you can stay right where you are. We're not gonna bring you over anymore. We did have other people that would not cooperate and then they failed. That's what he suggested. These are the words that came personally out of Donald Trump. My niece's husband is like this. Mitya Weber, I'm talking about. In Poland, in front of the people, I have very carefully evaluated his work in Poland. In front of the Polish people, he acted in a way as if he's trying to help me out. He was very excited about in front of other people how he's gonna help me out, how he's helping me out. Uh, on one occasion, but it was not exactly like this. I will explain. On one occasion, there were berries, like wild berries, which I like it very much. And as I would start to eat them, he would not even allow me to eat this wild berries under MKUltra, and I would not let him allow him to pull me over from those berries. And what he would do is, I'm just using this as an example because there was plenty of the stuff like this. He went on to lie to the people, to make his own, like a funny stories to entertain my mother, my father, and other people, like as if it's a funny thing, how he eat those berries and he would not he would not allow me even to drag him away from them. On another occasion, however, gestured how I embarrassed him in front of the Polish people because I did not behave properly. Because, like I said, because when you're subjected to MKUltra, and it doesn't matter really what's done to you, um, as if MKUltra is not criminal enough, if this is not enough big act of crime already, if this is joke, like I would say the guy is semi-mentally retarded because gesture me that I have embarrassed him with my behavior in front of the Polish people because I rejected them and started to insult them. And come on, how can somebody that is tortured insult the torturer? I mean, come on, let's be freaking real. It's I was going to compare this to a child uh, that would go and insult parents and stuff like this, if that's possible at all. I don't think it's possible because child is child, but this is not even comparable with the child situation. Okay, so that I embarrassed him and that he's going to retaliate to me and so on and so forth. In Poland, this guy was one thing. Back in Slovenia, he was something completely different, and more than ever it became obvious who the guy was whenever Vucic in Slovenia, whenever he would associate with the Serbs, Belgrade, that's what the real Mitja Weber came out. Okay, so there were two Mitja Webers, or maybe even more, different type of personalities this guy had. Even if they're not nice with you, even if they insult you, even if they whatever they do, uh, you should behave in a proper way. It's how I understand these things. Folks, I am very much disgusted with a Russian, foremost Russian Balkanization. Uh, the country, I think it got Balkanized. I think that is just totally unacceptable. The way they view things is look, there were some Russians right here in Poland also that were left from times of the Soviet Union. Understandable officers were here. They met with Polish women. They produced some children, offsprings, and so on. Those were um, demonstrated to me under MKUltra as you know, probably I was demonstrated to them in a light as if I'm against them, that I don't accept them or whatever they have, told these people and so on and so forth. And upon my return back to Poland, to Warsaw, I have these people would pop up, would not mind to pop up, and they would demonstrate me like attitude like this, like walking by like this, like proud and this and that, like excuse me, really, really idiotic. Uh, as if I am against them, or as if I am trying to hurt them, or I try to do something to them and this and that. And all the time under MKUltra, they pushed forward issue of the Russophobia, issue of the Russophobia. Folks, Russophobia does not, uh, probably exists because of the evil that the USSR have done to the neighboring countries, to the Baltic states, to Ukraine, to Poland, to all the countries in Eastern Europe. That's why we're dealing with the issue of the Russophobia. This is really my understanding of the Russophobia, because for the Russian politic, the most important is to push forward the issue of the Russophobia. Russophobia, just like a NATO. Without NATO presence on the border, Russian military cannot be present on the border, and they cannot assault the neighboring countries, therefore, if they are not on the border, because any movement of the military is recorded. And the same thing is with the Russophobia. They always, when they assault people, when they subject them to torture, these people are always guilty of the Russophobia. There's always some kind of witch hunting, always some kind of excuse for the things they do. Look, I don't really care where you are. I was in the US at the time. I got used to faces in the US. Uh, I never was in the Russia before. Uh, I, to me, Russian people, Russian faces were unfamiliar. I was not used to it. I'm from Slovenia. This is Central Europe. And when you interject under MKUltra to a person, a totally new faces, not only that these faces are acting violent, are pushy, have their own concerns, have their own requirements, demand from you, expectations from you, all kinds of. I'm not going to go into what. Um, this is just an advice for the people that engage in MKUltra, for psychiatrists and for others who would like to learn about it. If you want somebody to accept your culture, then probably, in my opinion, this is the last thing, the last resource you want to use, because if that person is just like a half strong as I am, he definitely will reject any kind of blending in a culture like this. This is one thing. Second thing, what you want to do is you want to introduce this person in uh, through the normal procedures, through the normal channels into your environment. Maybe that person is gonna get used to your faces, will become interested in it, and he's gonna blend into society. But as far as the MKUltra and threats and all that follow-up, well, that was just a waste of money, just a waste of time. That's all there was. All right, folks, thanks for watching this documentary. Till next time.